Try to be with Allah. And if you are with Allah, then Allah will be with you. And if Allah is with you, even if the person has no money, you find out he has contentment. There are a lot of people today who don't have money, but they are not bothered. They have one house, they are happy with it. They have a wife that is in all description. You will not call them beautiful, but they are happy with the wife. So what do you do? And there are people that have the women that you say are most beautiful, yet they are not having satisfaction with those women. You still have to go about and fornicate. All this, all of us should run to Allah. How do you run to Allah? Alladhina amanu wa kanu yattaqun. You do zikr of Allah, calling unto Allah. واذكر ربك في نفسك تضرعا وخيفة ودون الجهر من القول بالغدو والآصال ولا تكن من الغافلين. Always be with Allah. Call unto Allah. Allah has given you three things. These three things, use it to serve Allah. وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. When you see, the eyes are given to you by God. Use it to see Allah. Allah has no image, but Allah has given you something that you should see. Why does He want you to see it? See it. Not what He doesn't want you to see. Use your hearing to worship Allah. Don't go and you are hearing where people are backbiting, where people are telling stories, where people are telling nonsense. Use it to hear what Allah wants to hear. If you are listening to, your father is talking to you and you are listening, it's ibadah. Your mother is talking to you, you are listening, it's ibadah. Quran is being recited, you are listening, it's ibadah. Then your mind, 24 hours, except when you are sleeping, is thinking of something. Let it be thinking of Allah. Allah comes to second. You make zikr of Allah in your mind continuously. Your mind can never be empty as long as you are awake. When you do this, you have gone to Allah. Where is Allah? Allah is where He is. Allah was, there was nothing with Him. He is still where He is. Wherever Allah says He is, He's there. He says it's with us, it's with us. You to be with Allah. Don't be like a child who is in the lap of his mother, crying, not knowing that he's in the lap of the mother. Because the child is crying for the mother. The mother has taken the child, he's still crying. He doesn't know he's in the lap of the mother. But by the time he grows up, when he sees the mother, he knows it's on the lap of the mother. So as much as possible, try your best. Go to Allah. Inni lakum minhum nazirun mubin. Prophet is saying here, I am from Him. I'm for you from Him. As a warner, a clear warner.
ولا تجعلوا مع الله إلهنا آخر إني لكم منه نذير مبين.
ولا تجعلوا مع الله إلها آخر إني لكم منه نذير مبين. ولا تجعلوا, and don't ever set up ma'allahi, with Allah, ilahan akhar, any other thing that is to be worshipped. Inni lakum, I am for you, minhum, from Him, nazirun mubin, a warner, a clear warner. Here, anything that is not Allah, if you worship it, you have worshipped other than Allah. That's why look at everything from the sight of Allah. The sight Allah gave you, look at it as they are creations of Allah. Whatever you see, look at them as creations of Allah. That they are meant to benefit you, or they are meant to harm you. All is from Allah. Wallahu khalaqakum wa ma ta'malun. Even when you see people coming to you, doing evil to you, see it that it's from Allah. Allah is one that set all this is up. Use your eyes to see them, that these creations are creations of Allah.
كذلك ما أتى الذين من قبلهم من رسول إلا قالوا ساحر أو مجنون.
كذلك ما أتى الذين من قبلهم من رسول إلا قالوا ساحر أو مجنون. This way it is that you see these people, your people are doing now, O Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah is consoling the Prophet. The way your people are doing now, كَذَلِكَ مَا أَتَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ مِنْ رَسُولٍ, is the way all the former nations that have gone are. A messenger has never come to them, إِلَّا قَالُوا, except they tell them, Sahirun is a magician, Majnunun is a madman. Does these two go together? Can somebody be a magician and at the same time he's a madman? Magic is somebody who knows how to play tricks. Whoever is playing trick, can he also be a madman? If it is true that he's a magician, why is he not using his magic to force you to become Muslims? Like we said yesterday, there are things that can go into the brain to distort the brain. When diamond light enters the brain, it makes it to look at things differently. If you look at everything from the point of view of Allah, at that time, you see such a person always cares only to talk about Allah, not anything. Maybe you see him holding tasbah all the time. Or maybe you see him shouting, making the la ilaha illallah, la. Why? Because all that his brain can see now is for him to call Allah. This is diamond light. Just the same way, when a mad person, there is darkness that clouded his mind or his brain, he does not think properly, then you call him mad. So because of that, whenever they see somebody who is only out to remember Allah, to call Allah, they say he's a bad man. Or they say, and when they see somebody who Allah has favored, despite that everybody is doing bad things to him, he's healthy, he's rich, you don't see him, they say, this person must be a magician. No, it's Allah's favor. When you see karama of awliya, it doesn't mean that they are magicians. No, Allah is the one that favored them. When you see them not having time for anybody, not having time for what you have time for, they are not mad people. It is Allah that they are looking at. Illa sahir Ahmad.
أتواصوا به بل هم قوم طاغون.
Allah is saying here, Atawasaw bih, is it that they have written will, one after the other, that they should be given that whenever a messenger comes, he should be referred to as somebody who is a magician, somebody who is a madman? Is it that the people of Nuhu, they gave a will to the people of Ad, and the people of Ad, they gave a will to the people of Samud, and the people of Samud, they gave a will to the people of Lutu, and when they came, all of them were passing the will? Well, no, there was no will. Whom come Taghut. They are people that are Taghut. People that, because they are worshipping other than Allah, they couldn't see the truth. And their minds are the same thing. The same way today, you find that Muslims today, their minds are the same thing with the prophets that came first, like the people of Adam, the people of Ad, the people of Anabi Hud that followed Anabi Hud, people that followed Anabi Salih, people that followed Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wasalam. You find that their minds are like the minds of the Muslims today. But once you accept Allah, you have faith in Allah, and you believe in Allah, and you do what He asks you to do, and you worship Him properly, you find that your thinking will be like the thinking of the earlier people. The same way, those that worship other than Allah, la taj'alu ma Allah ilahan akhar, those that go to Arakut, those that go to and do witchcraft, those that worship idols, the pagans, you find out that their minds are the same thing. Today, there are people who are atheists. These atheists, if it's in Nigeria, and you take the one that is in India, find that they are thinking at the same thing. But from common talk, they are just the same thing. They worship other than Allah. There are people who are agnostics. Okay, there is Allah. No, there is no Allah. Oh, no, there is Allah. If there is no Allah, how does this come about? Because if there is Allah, why are people being killed and nothing's happening? They are agnostics. They are doubters. If you take one from Nigeria and you take one from somewhere else, but they are thinking and their way of doing this are the same thing. And they are pagans. If a pagan come from Egypt today to Nigeria, before 1 week, you will find a pagan of his choice, of his friend, that he will take him to where they are doing paganism. Those that are always doing soothsaying, wanting to find out the future, or wanting to use the stars to find out the future. If they go to another country, within a space of 1 week, they will find their partners there. They are the same. The same thing, if a Muslim from another country comes here and is a Sufi, within a short period, you will find out where the Sufis are. If there are people that are used to abusing Muslims and calling people kufar, within a week, they will find their partners. Everybody finds his partner. So, not that there was any wasiya, any will that was written to them, but common talk. There are people that are used to worshiping things that are not Allah. They are evil, they go astray. May Allah protect all of us.
فتول عنهم فما أنت بملوم
فتولى عنهم فما أنت بملوم. Allah is asking the Prophet, فتولى عنهم. When you have said what Allah asked you to give, Allah has given you a message. After He has given to these people of Makkah at the time, because this is a Makkah surah, فتولى عنهم. Then leave them and let them do what they want to do. فما أنت بملوم. You are not to be blamed. Because the Prophet ﷺ, he took, whenever Allah asks him to do something, he takes it to every length. And when he doesn't see that thing coming to fruition, he blames himself. Allah was telling him, Taha, ma anzalna alayka al-Quran tashqa illa tazkiratan liman yakhsha. I did not give you the Quran to go and preach to people so that you become wretched. He abandons everything. He goes day and night, goes to the market. Qulu la ilaha illallah. Go to Kaaba. Qulu la ilaha illallah. There's none but Allah is one. These servants of Allah, have mercy on them. Everywhere he was going. He went as far as to Sakim to seek assistance that people should worship Allah. They stoned him. He did not detain. And I said, I'm not asking you, I'm not blaming you that people don't accept it. If Allah wills, He will make the whole creation to worship Him. If Allah wishes that all creation must do what I'm asking them to do, they will do it. But that's not how Allah wishes. So, nobody, Allah is going to blame him. Look at, he was preaching one day to one of the kings of Quraysh, and a blind man came asking him. He doesn't want to answer him because he believed that if this king will believe in him today, the whole community will believe in him. Allah has to tell him. You turn away from somebody that accepted your preaching that has come to you. Just because you turn away from him because you are looking at somebody else who you think is big. Who told you that he will accept faith? It's not on you. Because he does not accept faith and he does not get prepared, it's not you. Allah is not holding you responsible for it. That's what Allah is telling you here. Oh, Prophet, take it easy. Because whenever Allah asks him to do anything, he goes to every length. There was a day he was in the house. Somebody came to him asking that he should clothe him. And he had no clothes. Only the cloth on him. He took the upper one and gave to the person. Allah asked him, no, don't do that. The Prophet goes to, whenever Allah asks him to do so, he will do it until there is nothing remaining. Okay.
وذكر فإن الذكر تنفع المؤمنين
وذكر فإن الذكر تنفع المؤمنين. وذكر, this is what you are supposed to do. وذكر, remind people of Allah. فإن الذكر, for indeed remembrance, تنفع المؤمنين, it will benefit those that have belief. The believers, it will benefit them. Because you are, at the time you are talking, you are trying to convince those that don't believe to believe. Maybe among them there are already those who have believed. Your talking to them will make them to increase belief. Those, they are already guided. Even by you are calling somebody who is not a believer. they will even get guided by your own belief. So always make zikr. You are somewhere, you are saying la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. Those Muslims that are hearing it, those believers that are hearing it, it benefits them. It reminds them that they too they should go to Allah. They should go to Allah. But there are people that even la ilaha illallah will send them away. There was a day where in the graveyard, somebody started doing zikr. As he was doing zikr, saying la ilaha illallah, some people left there just because he's saying la ilaha illallah. What should he say in that place? How can la ilaha illallah send you away from a place? But for a moment, it will benefit him. When he hears it, he fears. He too, only Allah is the one. There's nothing else but Allah. He too, he will come to this grave one day. Today, when people hear some people saying la ilaha in the mosque, it's in the mosque, but they are saying it. They go and say they should leave the mosque. What will you say? Allah said in the Quran, la ilaha illallah. Wastaghfir li dhanbika. What in mu'mina wal mu'minat. Before you go make istighfar, say la ilaha illallah. فَمَنْ أَظْلَمَ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ أَنْ يُذْكَرَ فِيهَا اسْمُهُ. Allah said, who is more unjust than the one that debars those that are in the mosque of Allah, mention the name of Allah. You debar them from mentioning the name of Allah. If you tell them, they will try to twist the meaning. It's not like that. About this, what Allah has said. You accept or you don't accept. So, فَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرِي تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Wherever you are, remind people of Allah. In whatever way. In good habit, remind people. In the way you dress, remind people. In the way you speak, remind people of Allah. Calling Allah directly, remind people of Allah. Reciting the Quran, remind people of Allah. Like we are sitting down now, doing Tafseer of the Quran, we are reminding people of Allah.
وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ.
فذكر فإن ذكري تنفع المؤمنين وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون. Remind people of Allah. It will benefit those that are faithful to Allah, that believes in Allah, because we did not create man, we did not create the jinnu, we did not create man إلا ليعبدوني, except that they worship me. You can see the translation now. Allah said, وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرِي تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Zikr will benefit people that have believed. The believers, it will benefit them. Why? Because we did not create the jinnu and we did not create mankind except that they worship me, which means zikr is worship. What is this ibadah? Ibadah, there are two. From the beginning of the world to the end of the world. When you look at it in a wholesome, from a wholesome point of view, is ta'azim zatillahi jalla jalaluhu wa shafaqatun ala ibadi. Sheikh Ibrahim Yassi said, worship is for you to give accord to Allah all the dignity that you accord to Him and know that He is your God and dignify and put Him where He should be put. Then He has creations. Show concern, show mercy on His creations. That's all. Details change from one Sharia to another Sharia. From the time of Nuh to the time of Anabi Hudu, to the time of Anabi Saleh, to the time of Anabi Ibrahim, to the time of Anabi Musa. You will find some fine differences. This is how you worship. But all is refined to that. That's why He said, وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ. When you stand before God, know that you are standing before God. Then when you come and you are not standing before God, you are seeing His creation. Be nice to His creations. Show compassion to His creations. That's why in Allah trying to assist all of us, He gave us these two things. There are times that you are in the state of fear. There's nothing you call but Allah. And then Allah has given you children. You show concern to them. These children are not your own, but Allah just gave you for you to have a source of showing concern so that you can have reward for showing concerns to the creations of Allah. Same thing with your eyes. Allah says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. I did not create the demons and did not create the mankind except that they worship me. Is it only these two? Everything that Allah creates is worshiping Allah. But Allah brought these two out because they have a specific position with Allah that Allah will soon tell us that other creatures don't have. If not, what is worship? Is for you to be compelled to do something. If you have a servant that comes into your house, you went to hire him as a servant to come and work in your house. Are you to tell him what to do, or is to tell you what he wants to do? Of course, you have to tell him this is what you want to do, what you want him to do. Maybe you have up to 5 servants in the house. This one you said you are a driver. That's his work, to drive and clean the car. This one you said you are to clean the house, make sure the parlor is clean, make sure all the furnitures are clean. This one you said you have to stay in the kitchen, you have to cook. This one you said you have to look after the children. This is the work you give them. If you are worshiping Allah, you have to ask, which work has Allah given to me? There are work that Allah has given to you and He has compelled you to do, you must do. There are those that say, okay, I give you a choice. This is what I want you to do, but if you like, do it. If you don't like, don't do it. Like Rahmatullahi, there's no compulsion. Do it if you want to do it. So, you find out that you cannot choose your father. You can't choose your mother. Who is your mother? You can't choose your tribe. You can't choose your nation. You can't choose the country you are going to give back to. You can't choose how you will look like. Are you going to be tall? Are you short? Are you light in complexion? Are you handsome? Are you ugly? Are you beautiful? Are you a male? Are you a female? All this, can you choose it? No. Here Allah has compelled you to worship Him in those things. If Allah makes you to be a female, when you are matured, you have to have your menstrual period every month. Can you stop it? No. You are worshiping Allah compulsorily. As a human being, when you are hungry, you must eat. Can you say you will not eat? You are worshiping Allah compulsorily. When you eat, there are going to be impurities in your eating. You are going to have to go and defecate. Can you say you are not going to toilet? You are worshiping Allah compulsorily. You are from a nation. This nation, they are a tribe. They have a peculiar character. That character is part of you. Can you say no? You are worshiping Allah compulsorily. Then there are also some other worship that Allah asks you to do. And He said, this worship, you do it so that you can come close to me. You do it so that you can get position in the hereafter. All the animals, they are worshiping Allah. All the stars, they are worshiping Allah. وَسَخَّرَ لَكُمْ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا مِنْهُ. All the angels, they are worshiping Allah. لَا يَعْصُونَ اللَّهَ مَا أَمَرَهُمْ وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ. So all this is worship. But here, Allah is talking of the particular worship that will make you to get to a position that you yourself, you are the one looking for it. That is the worship of Islam.
ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون
ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون. When I created وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق, I did not create them because I want wealth from them. وما أريد أن يطعمون, I did not create them because I want them to come and feed me. Why is Allah saying this? We said just now that when you look at worship of Allah and you look at it from wholesome point of view, there are two things. The first one we said is for you to give Allah, accord Allah the dignity that you should accord to Allah. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. When you stand before Allah, stand before Him like a slave stand before his master. This is one worship. So the other one is that you have other slaves that are working with you in that house. Have compassion over them. This is the other worship. So here, whenever anybody, all the kings, they will always have somebody that they will clothe with fine clothes. They will give food. They will treat very well. Give them fine houses. All they want from them is that they should be seen in his court. Call them waziri. Call them title holders. When they come to the front of the king, they are all just there. Sit, no noise. Whenever the king is talking, they stand up. They fold their hands in front of the king, all to show respect to the king. That's all they do. The king will have another set of people. These ones they are called the army. They are the ones going, fighting war, looking for wealth, bringing it to the king, expanding the king's horizon, getting more land. You can see all the time, all countries, they want to have influence over other countries, till today. Then you find another set that the king will have. They are just there to prepare his food, his meal, his house. They are there. So there are these three kinds of people. Sheikh Ibrahim said, all these three kinds of people are always with the king. One that is sitting in front of the king, keeping him company, with respect. Those that are going to fight, they are the army of the king, to expand his kingdom, to bring wealth. When they expand kingdom, they bring more wealth. We just saw that Allah said, Allah is expanding his creation. He's not asking us to expand it for him. So he's telling us now, so I'm not desiring wealth from them. I'm not also desiring from them that they should come and feed me. But he didn't talk about the first one. Those ones that are there as his slave, that accord him respect and sitting in his presence. This is where the human being is looking. All of us that are human beings, we have two kinds of life in us. One is the animal life. One is the animal life. This animal life is to worship Allah the way all other creation of Allah is worshiping Allah. The angels are worshiping Allah. They have no choice. In another place, Allah said, I asked this firmament and the earth, He said, I will come to you willingly. They have no choice of what they do before Allah. Look at the stone, look at the river, look at the stars, look at the moon. All of them are worshiping Allah without any choice of them to say, we will not worship. The human being has that type of life of that kind of animal. And that life was given to him by his father and his mother. It's contributed to him by his father and his mother through the sperm. The Prophet said, when this sperm spends 40 days, it will continue to multiply in cells until it becomes blood. It matures into blood. This blood, in another 40 days, will continue to mature into flesh. This flesh will continue to mature in another 40 days into all the organs are set. The eyes are there, the hands are there, the stomach is there, all the organs are set. After these 40 days, which is how many days now? 120 days. How many months now? 4 months. How many weeks now? 16 weeks. So after this, Allah will plant his own seed now. Allah will take you, the real you, from Adam al-Zarra, that had covenant with Allah. It will be planted in this body now. That body, the worship he will do to Allah, he has no choice of that. But the one that came from the firmament, that your soul will be there to also do the other worship that you are asked to do. Why? Because you are here for an examination. وَالَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. Allah said he created it to worship Him. You must worship Allah, whether you like it or not. But why did you come to the world? For Allah to allow you to determine where you will be hereafter. All of us here are students. Outside there, you are either going to be a laborer, or you are going to be a driver, or you are going to be a messenger, or you are going to be a director, or you are going to be a governor, or you are going to be a commissioner. Why did you come here? To come and say, which profession would you want to take to? If you come here and you end up in that profession and you do it very well, you go for that profession. So when Allah sent you to the world, if everybody was brought together and said, Allah has people that will stay in front of Him. يُهَلَّوْنَ مِنْ أَسَاوِرَ مِنْ ذَهَبٍ وَالْوُلُوَانِ وَلِبَاسُهُمْ فِيهَا حَرِيرٌ. They will be wearing the finest dresses. They will be having all sorts of food that they want to have. They will have the best houses. This is paradise. Allah has that servant. There are some that will go to hell. There are some that not only will they be in paradise, they are going to be in front of Allah. You are asked to choose. Which one will you choose? Everybody will say he wants to be in front of Allah. Just like when the president was to come to this university today, and they ask you, okay, the president is coming to the university. They are going to arrange chairs. You are given the choice to choose the place you want to sit down. You say you want to sit close to the president. Okay, fine. Go for an examination. Find out where you stay, which part of this crowd, where do you belong. That's why we're in this world. So that's why Allah brought us to this world and said, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ مَا أُرِيدُ مِنْهُمْ مِنْ رِزْقٍ وَمَا أُرِيدُ أَنْ يُطْعِمُونِ. Allah said, I'm not asking you to go and look for wealth from me. And neither am I asking you to feed me. So go, what I ask you to do, do it. Like I said of a person who brought servants into his house, he is one giving them meat. When it is time for meal, you ask to go to the kitchen, you will be served. When you are thirsty, you are told there's a dispenser, go and take water and drink. When you want to lie down, you are told, look at where you should go and lie down. Go and lie down there. We are just told, Allah just told us, I have prepared the earth for you to lie down. The food, every food that you need is on earth. It's not for you. Prophet said, if man was to run away from his wealth, the wealth will run after him, just like his death runs after him. And he said, O you world, ikhtimi man khadamani, what ibi man khadamaka. O you this world, serve the one that serves me, Allah, and tire, put him into tiredness, the one that serves you. So ma khalaqtu jinna wal insa illa liya'buduni ma uridu minhum min rizqin wa ma uridu an yut'imun. Therefore, you are in this world for you to find your place in paradise, or to find your place in the hereafter. May Allah make us to find good places with how we worship Allah in this world.
We are appealing to the general public with the commencement of the Ramadan. The Al-Majri welfare scheme that we normally conduct during this month. If you have cash, please, and also if it is transfer that is convenient for you, the account detail is 066-163-4672.
Again,
066-163-4672. The name Al-Majri welfare scheme. Another assist all of us.
may Allah forgive all our sins. May Allah grant us this Quran. May Allah grant us to be among those that are remembering Allah, are worshiping Allah, and that Allah is pleased with. May Allah Ta'ala forgive our parents. May He forgive our ulama. May He reward them for us. What we are going to eat, what we are going to drink, what we are going to wear, what we are going to write, where we will stay. May Allah give all to us. May Allah give us this world and give us the hereafter. Allah reward all Sahabas for us. All those that have assisted in conveying the message of the Prophet to us, may Allah reward them. May Allah reward the Prophet. May Allah make us to leave this world and enter paradise with our statement, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.